Hello, everyone. Welcome to Leslie's Angle. If you will, please put a thumbs up. Come back and check me out. I appreciate it. Appreciate each one of you. Well, let's start out with there was a big check wrote today. $44 billion check. Can you imagine seeing or having a $44 million check? Wow. Elon Musk, he finally bought Twitter. And the first day, he fired the Twitter CEO, the Twitter CFO, and the Twitter chief, and the legal counselor of Twitter, and had them escorted out of the building. He is going to change Twitter around, and he's going to get rid of at least 75% of the people, he said. And he's going to bring back some of the people that were put off of there for speaking their rights, which they had every reason to be able to speak their rights. They shouldn't have been put off simply because they liked something that somebody else didn't like, or whatever the reason was. And it was the first place I'd ever heard of that could kick the president of the United States off. I never knew of a platform that you could put the president of the United States off. That's like when he used to come on, the president of the United States, he could break into anything that was on TV. Our soap operas, movies, ball games. When the president spoke, he had everybody's attention on TV. And when you can put him off, what can they do to us? They done plenty. They put a lot of us Americans off for speaking our minds, our rights. Well, Biden said that the Republicans, if they win, it will boost the inflation. How can the Republicans boost the inflation? When they started all the inflation, he started with cutting the pipeline off. All them people lost their jobs. And now he's in other countries just begging and begging and begging for them to sell us some oil. We shouldn't be going around begging other countries. Like I said, we're the laughing stock, and you can't blame the countries for laughing at us. I mean, it's not funny to me. I know it's not funny to y'all because we're suffering because of it. But in other countries, they are really laughing their ass off. They really are. And then called Schumer on open mic. He was telling Biden, he said, we're not doing too good for the midterm, said that Herschel Walker, I'll never picture him in Washington, D.C. Well, same thing was said about a man named Trump. And guess what? He went to Washington, D.C. But Schumer and Biden and them are concerned about losing. I wonder why they think they'll lose. You reckon it's the inflation? You reckon it's the gasoline? You reckon it's the food prices? You reckon it's because there's no baby formula to feed these babies? Or do you think it's all the crime with thousands and thousands coming across the border every day? And already 3 million has done came. And there's a bunch of them still on the way. You think it's from defunding the police? You think maybe it might be because there's two separate laws? There's their laws and then there's other laws for us? I can go on and on and on and on, but they don't seem to understand why they're probably doing bad. First thing Republicans want to do is open up federal lands for drilling to get our own oil and our own gas back. And then to go into the power. So we have our own electrical and we can do our own heating and all, because this winter, like I said, these electric bills, they're going to be like triple. I don't know about y'all, but me, I can't afford it. There's no way I can pay $1,000 electric bill a month. I can't hardly pay the one that I have now. As a matter of fact, we pay so much a month. And then in the middle of the next month, we're catching that up. And then the next one is already came out. That's what happened this month and last month. And I'm sure we're not the only ones. I seen a lady living in a car, a Kia, a very small Kia, a Kia Soul, with 4 children, and had a little hot plate. And we're going to be seeing a lot of that. It's sad. And they're wondering why they might lose. And there might be a red wave to come through. Duh. More and more Americans are falling farther and farther behind on bills. More and more showing up, like I said, living in cars, under bridges. They're trying to live with families. Some that has families can live with them. Some they can't get along with them. And then there's a lot of people that don't have family. They don't have nobody to go to. All my family's passed away. I have some cousins, but they're on up in age. I mean, they don't need me inside their house for another expense, which I wouldn't do it anyway. I wouldn't do that to them. Wouldn't. No way. But that's about all that I've seen that was going on today. I guess we'll be getting our letters in December. How much of an increase we'll each get for Social Security, but I figured it out. It's around $140, I believe, which is not much money for this economy, I know, but hey, I'll take it. Something's better than nothing. And like I said, I'm even surprised we even get one. But, you know, I speak of these other people in other countries and other states and stuff going without heat. I do have concerns about that. I'm a very caring person. I'm not constantly worrying about it, and it just ends up with worrying. But do they cross my mind? Yes, they cross my mind. The elder being cold, children being cold, sick people being cold. And there's no reason for none of this. There's no reason. It was all over political and greed and power. That's what's destroying all of this, is greed and power and money. Money runs them crazy. And with money comes power. But it's the wrong thing. And if I was a wealthy person, I always said, if I was, I'd be broke. Because I'd give it away to help other people. I care about other people. I'd rather be a giver than a taker. And there's no way in my ability that if I could stop it, to let people go cold or hungry. And I will never, ever deny anybody that shows up at my door that says they're hungry and not feed them anything. Never. That's not the way Jesus has put in my heart the way to do it. I always think about what would Jesus do, and that's the best way to think. And I do what I think he would do, and that's what I do. But there's no man or no woman, Democrat or Republican or somebody off the sidewalk or the highway that can fix this. Truly, Jesus Christ is the only one that can fix this. And I'll always say it, and I'll never stop saying it. Because all over the world, there's somebody that is going through something. We are all going through something. We all need prayer. And I will continue to pray for people. And I ask for prayers for myself too. And for a long time, I wouldn't pray for myself. I prayed for everybody else. But I had a long talk with God. And he explained to me about it's not being greedy, just, pray for yourself. But you pray for others too. But it's not wrong to pray for yourself. So I do pray for strength, guidance, and a relationship with him. But if y'all will, please keep everybody in your prayers. And like I said, I'll be praying for each one of y'all. And until next time, y'all have a good night and take care. And if you will, please give me the thumbs up. I appreciate each one of them. And that's about it. And I'll see y'all later. Ciao.